We're with head men's soccer coach Rob Czlonka. Coach, you went down to Texas for a couple of road matches against ranked opponents. The first one was a 1-0 loss to number 20 Incarnate Word. It was a tight game throughout, but just take us through it.
It was a good game, good match. Two good teams. Both had something to prove that day. And first half started off with a lot of high pressure from their team, and I thought our guys dealt with it well, trying to possess the game, possess the ball throughout the game, and not just get into sporadic and hectic play. Unfortunately, we gave up a soft goal off a corner kick, second chance opportunity, and that was the deciding factor. I thought the second half we possessed the ball more and attacked more and caused them more problems than they caused us. But in the end, that one goal stood up, and that was the way it went.
One thing that they'll do in golf is they'll go to tournaments a day early to take a practice round of the course. For a team that doesn't play on turf every day, what do you do to prepare for that?
When we know we're going to play on turf, we try to make our schedule at home the week before something where we can get up on our football field, which is a turf surface. Good relationship with the football coach and with the athletic director, and as long as nothing else has been scheduled, we sometimes can get on after the football team and get practices in up there so we can get comfortable on the speed of play and the movement of the ball on that type of surface. We do try to leave early enough to get to a site and get on their field once the night before, but when it's 10, 12 hours, it's tricky to do that. So, but we're fortunate to have the facilities here that we do to allow us to have days of preparation versus just one day.
You take a trip after that to Wichita Falls, Texas against Midwestern. You got down 2-0 pretty quickly, but you were able to fight back a couple of great goals from Juan Peralta. You got the draw with number 24 Midwestern. Take us through that one.
It's always tough to go to Midwestern and play at their place. They've defended that home field with everything they've got for the last few years, and Peralta did a great job. The first half, our guys were tired and a little beat up and a little down still from the Incarnate Word game. The second half, the guys really challenged themselves at halftime to get emotionally invested in this next half and to just pull one goal back to early, and we did. The play resulted, the goal resulted from a great combination of plays, starting with the goalkeeper playing it out of the back to an outside back, and then we just possessed it right through them, ending in a great cross from Mendoza, freshman from Dallas, to Juan Peralta, who scored a great header over the goalkeeper, and that sparked our guys. And for the rest of the time, our pressure was higher, our intensity was a little bit more, and I would just say it all came from our guys being emotionally invested in that half. They wanted to get a result. They ended up getting a second goal. Josue Morales fed Bo White a ball, and he took on three defenders, slipped the ball right through a pair of them to Juan Peralta, who then finished with quality. I mean, he's doing really well. It's his second or third 2-goal game, and he's been on fire lately. So unfortunately, we got into the overtimes. He had a few opportunities in the overtimes to finish. They were more or less half chances, but we weren't able to finish it off. But we were right there the whole time.
Like you said, or let me ask you this. Going into a hostile environment like Midwestern and being able to come out with a 2-2 draw, nobody likes to tie, obviously, but especially after getting down early, what can you take away from being able to fight back and earn that draw with such a quality opponent at their place?
We're a young team, and the way our season's gone, we've lost a couple of overtime games. We lost a 1-0 decision to Incarnate Word the day before. It was very tough to get in there, and for these young guys to rally up in the second half after being 2 down at a place where a team does not lose, to get a tie against them was good. Our guys were very frustrated we didn't get the result. There were some things that had happened in the match that officiating or run a play that we thought should have resulted in us having more opportunities, but the guys really fought back, and for young guys to do that, it's impressive. So I think whenever you can come back from a weekend where you play Incarnate Word and Midwestern, you've only given up 3 and you scored 2. That's not a bad thing, but it is something we're going to build on for next year.
Well, for those that don't know, Incarnate Word was one of the top 5 teams in the country in scoring coming into the game. You only held them to one. You held them to 1 goal. Midwestern was number 1 in the whole nation in shutout percentage, and you scored 2 on them. With that being said, you're 7-3-1 overall, a 1-0 loss and 2 overtime losses. So not all 3 of your losses are just by 1 goal. You're 4-1 in the conference. You sit 1 point behind Lindenwood, who, oh by the way, you see this Thursday at their place. What do you do between now and then to prepare yourself for that matchup?
We did. We had a good session yesterday. We got our guys who played heavy minutes, some much needed rest and recovery. Did some recovery things for their legs, and got a great session in for the guys who didn't get a lot of minutes. To try to get them encouraged to let them know the last 6 games are going to be vital. This is where the season matters the most. To finish out a season well is what you look for in any team. And at this time, you're starting to develop a little bit more wear and tear on guys and injuries, and so these young guys need to play hard. So we're trying to do a lot of recovery stuff for the guys who played minutes, get the guys ready who may need to be called upon in a moment's notice. But I think we're ready for Lindenwood. I think we're excited about going in. This next game is going to be a very, very big game for us, conference-wise, regionally. And I think our guys are prepared. The losses we've taken have come with a variety of different situations where we've been missing players or players are just coming back from injury. So I think we've played tremendous now that we've got our full healthy squad back. And I hope that we're able to share that again on Thursday.
Well, like you said, you take on Lindenwood at St. Charles. They're going to be your 3rd straight ranked opponent that you face. And then you go to Southwest Baptist. Those are your 2 games this weekend. Coach, thanks for joining us. Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much.